No fucking doubt. No doubt. Plus, she got a lot of dirt on him. No doubt. So that would be a huge, messy, nasty ass divorce. The biggest in Hollywood. So, okay, so what else did I want to say? I do believe she would win. Should come out the winner on top. And so he definitely pulled a lot of strings to have her stay. No doubt. I think I mentioned that in a previous recording. Okay. Um I do believe he got some STD, one or several. He done spread that to several people, including his wife. Okay. Um what else? Oh, it's not easy, being up so-called up there with the big money. There's a lot of risk that comes with that. Even, your health is at risk, STDs and all of that shit. Because these men, they fuck all kinds of bitches and they are so stupid. They look at a bitch, she looks clean, she don't got anything. Fucking idiot. You know? I'm sure a lot of the ninjas who knocked Janet Tews or whatever, thought, she looked clean. And I'm sure several of them contracted HIV from her. I'm sure several of them contracted HIV from her. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's just a whole, it's just a whole heap of shit. It's a whole heap of shit. Um. So yeah, pretty much it seems a bit confusing, but just understand there's the ADHD and other shit. You know why my recordings just seem so confusing, but I hope you're listening to reason and you really thinking about all of what I'm saying, and you be connecting the dots because the entertainment industry, they cast and they project a lot of illusions. Don't you ever forget that. A whole bunch of illusion. Some of them be pretending to be friends with each other and they're not. It's just to trick the crowd. So, so he did fuck her. Okay. Um he did fuck Rihanna, and which is why he invested so much in her career. He really invested a lot into her career, and he doesn't have the appetite for these big cows like Megan Thee Stallion, even though surprisingly she's not that old, but she does look very old. I mean, not old like wrinkled old, but old in the sense that she just looks, you know what I mean. She just looks tough. Like if you're Jamaican, you get what I mean. She just looks tough and barky. Not saying that she's ugly. I mean, like, she looks like, I bet she is maybe a Sag rising or something like that, or a moon in Sag, or even if she's an Aries rising, it's in the deacon of Sag, or if she's a yeah, if she's an Aries rising, she is in the third deacon and deacon of Sag, and if you got her moon in Aries, it's in the deacon of Sag. She looks older. She looks old for her age, and it was somewhat similar with Rihanna because she got Moon and Rising in Aries. I think one of them is in the third decan or both of them in the decan of Sag. And so I think she did have an older than her age appearance. Now she looks kind of like her age now, but when she was younger, she looked older for her age. Remember guys, don't mind the motherfuckers talking in the background. Um, um, so anyways, yeah. So you understand how, cause like, how is it? I mean, the industry's fucked up, guys. There's a lot of corruption. Like these Grammys, they don't mean anything. They're not that special. It's just, okay, somebody who got links, who's influential in the industry, and they make you get Grammys. It ain't got nothing to do with how popular you are, how many people listening to your music, how many streams your music get. None of that shit. Fuck that. Because if that was the case, Nicki Minaj would have gotten several Grammys. I know I heard something about that like some years ago or months ago or some time ago, and I was shocked. But then hearing it again, I'm like, still no, and I'm flabbergasted. I'm shocked. You feel what I'm trying to say? Because it's not like this chick, she goes picking troubles or problems with, or making problems with, people in, she's not a messy bitch. Okay? She's not. It's just that, it's just the people she's affiliated with and the people she's not affiliated with. Okay? The label she's not tied to and the label she's tied to. So the label that you're tied to makes a whole lot of difference, and also who you're married to. So all of them stuff really determines will you get a Grammy, if you will ever get a Grammy, if you gonna get a Grammy. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And also who you fucking. Okay, that's how Rihanna got those Grammys. Who she been fucking. Who she done fucked. Okay? And, we see, too, how he tried to sabotage Chris Brown's relationship. Not just him, but also Rihanna. We see that. Don't act like y'all didn't motherfucking see all of that. Unless you blind. Unless you blind to the light like a fucking bat. But we see all of that. But when you're, like I said, when you're destined for greatness, and you, on top of that, you talented as fuck, there's no stopping you. There's no denying Chris Brown's talent. His name, in spite of, will go down as one of the greats. Like Mikey. He's a new-aged Michael Jackson. You feel what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Kid can write songs. He can sing. He can rap. He can dance. He can choreograph. He's talented. He's not a talentless motherfucker who's fucking screwing his way through the industry. He's not doing that. He is actually talented. Now, I don't want nobody come and tell me about his older manager who he was screwing some years ago, who was allegedly the reason behind the scuffle between him and Rihanna now. Because that's a facade. That's not the real reason why he fucked her up. And I'm not saying he should have, because I don't co-sign any form of violence. Okay? Unless motherfuckers fuck with you on some real shit. Unless they fuck with you, like they hit you or hit yours, your kid, yeah. But talk is cheap. People can let people say what they want to say. They're free to say what they want to say. But let me tell you something, okay? That wasn't the reason behind the fight. You feel what I'm trying to say? Now, Rihanna, there are a lot of these celebrities out there that got STDs, okay? And no more are these celebrities coming out and talking about their statuses and revealing their statuses. They're not doing that anymore. You feel me? They're taking it to their graves. And they're having loved ones and all these people cover up what they're dying from. Like, I was watching a video on YouTube the other day about celebrities who died from HIV/AIDS, okay? And they would say, okay, heart failure due to a HIV/AIDS complication. Okay, can you shut up? I'm recording, please. All right. So, anyways, they would say in the video that they died from some complication in connected to or in regards to HIV/AIDS. They would say that heart failure as a result of HIV/AIDS, or they would say some cancer from a result of HIV/AIDS, pneumonia from a result. Nowadays they're not saying that shit. They be like saying, like, even that guy who was who was in that Wakanda film, that fucking shit. I don't remember what it's called. What's it called? Wakanda? Is that the name? No, that's not the name. That was a made up place in the film. I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about. That guy, he had AIDS. He had AIDS. A lot of these people, it's like they gotta contract a HIV to get initiated in the industry, because like there's somebody who's influential in the industry who's like, okay, I'll get you here to there. I'll set up a meeting between you and this person. I'll get you that role, but you gotta let me fuck you. And they ain't fucking you in rubbers. They gotta fuck you raw, like what Jay-Z did with Rihanna. Okay, he wasn't over no woman. She gave him a STD that she contracted from Jay-Z, and a ninja found out. Like, he fucked her up real bad. Like, guys, think to your fucking selves. Can you, like, just think? Okay, we know there are weird people out there. We know there are wicked ass people out there. Okay, we know that. And yeah, he gave people that virus intentionally. He be spreading it. She be spreading it also. Jay-Z be spreading it. Now a whole bunch of them in Hollywood, in the industry, not just Hollywood, got that virus. Now think about all the men she fucked, since, she got, she was signed by Jay-Z. All them motherfuckers got HIV. Every last one of them. Including Chris Brown. And her getting involved with Chris Brown was orchestrated. Because they knew that he was really talented, really gifted, really going somewhere, but, for those motherfuckers who act like gatekeepers in the industry, you should only go so far and no more. And then AIDS kills you. Or you get to that point where you just cannot do anymore. You cannot perform anymore. Because you're going to develop some cancer. You're going to develop some cancer from having HIV or AIDS. Or you're just going to have some heart failure. Some shit like that. So pretty much it's like the initiation. Their orgies, sex parties, them sexing and all of that shit. It's like an initiation. It happened with, what the fuck is her name? Shensia and Drake. He has it. Remember? She got with Drake after Chris Brown. He has it. He gave Shensia. Then Diddy, came and scooped her up. So it's like, it's how they get into the industry. Oh, but you got to get it first. You got to get it first. And then and this isn't everybody. But I'm talking about, these are the ones who be, collecting Grammys. And it's majority, and it's not all of them collecting Grammys. Let me just say that. How do I say this? It's majority of the black people. Majority of these black celebrities. It's their fucked up way of initiating new artists. Oh, you got to sleep with that higher up who got HIV or AIDS. And then you get in. So it's like, you can't have your cake and eat it, darling. Oh, you're going to get fame. You're going to get a little money. You're going to get some Grammys. But you're not going to live for long. Or you got to take this virus into your body. You got to take this virus into your body. Okay, I'm not going to discriminate. You got to take that virus. You got to take that virus into your body. She's been living with HIV. And she's been spreading it. Chris Brown, he's been doing that. And, you think they have so much money. It's going on to that now because, say for these males who knock up these women, okay? They, for the woman who found out that, okay, that nigga gave them HIV, they gotta be paying these baby mamas to stay quiet. So these baby mamas, they gotta live lavishly and comfortably and not say a word. And so these baby mamas, they just be quiet and they just leave them to go and fuck other bitches because they know that them other bitches gonna be victims real soon. They are victims. So they ain't jealous because they know that okay, the baby mama's gonna be like them. Bitches with HIV. I'm telling you, for the longest time, even when I first heard about the beat up years ago, when I heard, about cheating this, cheating that, I had suspected You feel me? I had suspected that. Listen, there is more to this story. And they're letting out. Because this is big. If that truth came out, that would have damaged both of them's, both of their reputation. It would have damaged both of their reputation. Because then, like, niggas wouldn't be lusting after her anymore. Bitches wouldn't be lusting after him anymore. And that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Okay? So, they had to keep that a secret. And so even though they tried to blacklist Chris Brown, they still had to show a ninja of respect. Okay? And he stood up, he stood his ground. He proved that he had what it took to get on top and be on top. But if you notice, a lot of these black artists who getting Grammys are people who are affiliated with Jay-Z. And they don't got fucking talent like the competitors out there. How the fuck does Nicki Minaj doesn't got a Grammy? Can we make that a hashtag and make that trend? Because that just doesn't make any fucking sense. And no, she shouldn't. I mean, like, again, I say, she's not my favorite artist. I am my favorite artist. Okay? I love my songs. I love my flow. I love my energy. I love my style. My varying different genre of music. You can go stream that. You can not stream because it's not even on whatever. But it's on YouTube. Queen CIA. Queen Sia. Okay? Okay, but anyways, point is, I'm not a fan of any of these motherfuckers in the industry, but I'm just saying, why the fuck does Nicki Minaj have like 6 or maybe 10 Grammys? I've been like thinking about it, and I realized they're like Megan Thee Stallion. They say she's throwing shade, which does seem like she's throwing shade at Nicki Minaj. I'm like, she got a Grammy. She got a couple Grammys. How the fuck? I don't even like this bitch's songs. Like, the only song that bitch did that I used to listen to was Odd Girl Summer. That's the fucking only song. Like, one time, like, let me tell you something. Nicki Minaj changed the rap game. And I must say this again. Whether you want to admit the truth or not, that does not make it less of the truth. You fucking being a hater and not want to admit the truth does not make the truth not the fucking truth. Do you feel me? Do you fucking feel me? So we just gotta give on to Caesar. I got a list. Okay, so yeah, SH and S, they're a struggle for a motherfucker. Okay. Give on to Caesar. Okay. What's due on to him? Okay. Nicki Minaj made me listen to rap. Specifically female rap. Because even though they say, okay, Lil Kim is the mother of rapping, blah, blah, blah. She was the first female rapper. Her music is crap. But of course, they say that to each his own. From my perspective, her music is boring. It doesn't make rap music fun to listen. There isn't any uniqueness, or it's just not fun. Man, the only rapper then that really kind of made sense, or that whose music was really, to me, worthwhile listening to, not that I'm that old, but listening, that's just what I hear, now and like growing up, was Tupac. I'm gonna be real. I never gave a fuck to listen to the others because I guess spiritually, by spirit sense, the others weren't worth listening to. That's just my perspective. Nicki Minaj, I'm gonna be honest, since Nicki Minaj came on the scene, I remember her first, I think it was a mixtape, and she did couple, I think she did couple collabs with Lil Wayne, Knockout, and there was a couple others. I'm trying to remember. I specifically remember Knockout though, but I listened to most of them, if not all of them, on that mixtape, and I was like, oh my god, this is dope. And like Lil Wayne was one of them that made me, want to listen to rap. Like his newer kind of rap songs, like the ones that he did with Nicki Minaj, also, yeah, made rap music seem intriguing and fun. At first, it was just a lot of like saying a lot of words and just like you like not it's like poetry, but not in a flattering way, but in a very boring, bland way. Just putting a whole heap of words in different sentences, and just saying them and just saying them. And sometimes they, to me, were offbeat and shit like that. But like the melodious rap is what made rap music to me worth listening to, which Nicki Minaj pretty much ushered that era in, not just for female rappers but also for male rappers. Because like I said, um, a lot of rapping just garbage, man. To me, it was just a bunch of garbage. Now you got rappers with songs that wasn't too bad. Because then you had, what's that name, ninja who took all them pills and died? Fuck is his name again? You know who I'm talking about. He had, I think, Little Dreads. Um, he did some rapping, right? Or was he talking? Because like sometimes that's what I'm saying, man. It was like a lot of them rappers, it was like they were just doing talking. But because like that guy, he had added singing and melody to his thing, so it's not just really like rapping. Then you got Rod Wave and them guys, and then there was PNB Rock. He's dead now. Like, and then there was also Lauren Hill, not Lauren Hill, Lauren London's baby daddy, second baby daddy, because Lil Wayne was her, I think, was one of her baby daddy. He's the first one. What's his name again? Man, I really want to remember this guy's name because I digged his rapping. He did this song. Fuck, that was a very inspirational song for me. Um, double up, double up. What the fuck is that, ninjas? Nipsey Hussle. Like them rappers made rapping worth listening to because there's a lot of melody and flow to their thing. It wasn't just chopping words. Fuck is this? You know? And Tupac was like that. That's why I listened to Tupac, because he had melody to his flow, to his thing. He had flow. But like I'm like Nicki Minaj, she is the mother of all these bitches you hear rapping now. Because let me tell you something, Doja Cat, Ice Spice, I don't even listen to those girls because like for me, I stopped really looking at new artists since I for years now. So like a lot of these new artists, like I only know their names because I see their names on social media, like under videos, hashtags, and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, so this is a new artist, but I don't know their songs. And what made me listen to Doja Cat, and it was just two songs of hers that I listened to, was I was on TikTok. Let me tell you, TikTok can bust a lot of songs. I was on TikTok, and it was like I'm a spiritualist and stuff, and there's somebody did a video and was like they used a snippet from Doja Cat's song. I think it's called Rules. I'm not sure. I was like what are you doing? Like, but I'm just gonna paraphrase. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, basically saying putting spells on a bitch with, I don't know, something about potion and spell and shit and witch and all that spiritual shit. I'm like, fuck, that's dope. And I actually used the sound to make a TikTok video, you know? Because it's like pretty much saying, because like you got ninjas, not just women, you got like, putting spells on ninjas to fall in love with them. Ninjas be trying to put spells on bitches to fall in love with them. So I strongly resonated with that because I come across a lot of controlling men, not just black men, but from other races too try to you know put spells on me. So I'm like, um, it never worked. Even if it worked briefly, it just never worked for long. And I always eventually break free from them spells and wake up because I got a great destiny. Okay. And my destiny does not include me being tied down or under some spell by some motherfucker. Okay. Some ninja, whether you white or fucking black. Okay. I'm supposed to be free. I'm a free spirit. Okay. So I thought it was dope, and I used that sound to do a TikTok video. And then I kind of think I heard the other song before, but I didn't know she was the singer, um a rapper, singer, rapper, blah blah blah. What's it called? Is it Juicy? Is that the name of the song? Juicy, something like that. She's like, in part of the song, I might be getting this wrong, where she was saying big butt and a Gemini. So if you listen to Doja Cat, you know which song I'm talking about. I don't really remember the words. I cannot even sing the chorus or whatever. But anyways, so I was like, when I saw a video of her, it was like, what do you call it? A color show um video, of her performing that song. I don't know what led me to listen to it. I'm like, she looks cute based on the thumbnail of that video, and I touched it and I started listening to it. I'm like, Bumper Cloud, I heard this song before. And I was like, oh, so she did this song? Okay, so I was like, okay, it wasn't a bad song. You feel what I'm trying to say? And the thing is, so I just fell off, listening to new artists. Not that I think I prejudged most of them, because I thought most of them are like cliche now, copying the ones before them, but who came out before them. But I just think I was just annoyed of the whole fucking music industry, I think. But I'm gonna tell you, Doja Cat to me is a better artist than Megan Thee Stallion. Has Doja Cat won any Grammys yet? I don't know. Has she? If she did, not it's not bad. Cause like her voice sounds cool. Her flow is like cool. You feel what I'm trying to say? And apparently she writes her songs, or some of her songs, or most of her songs. So that's not bad. That's a plus. You know? So she, that alone, I saw a video where, someone accused her of stealing something about a song that she did, Red Light. Is that the name? This is possible, but I don't know. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, still, I'm not a Cardi B song. Cardi B. What's her? Cardi B fan. I'm not a Cardi B fan. I don't know why. I mean, couple of people seem to dig her because they claim that she's humble and blah blah blah. I don't know about that, especially the fact that she's a Libra. Um, I don't think so. Air signs are not really humble. Air signs and fire signs are not really humble. You know what I mean? Like if you tell me a water sign and an earth sign, I would more believe those are feminine signs, more low key, passive, and blah blah blah. But of course, if that water sign got a lot of fire in their chart and other placements, then that them seeming to be humble might just be an illusion. So, what really tells you most about somebody is their moon sign, their emotions, and also their Mercury. That speaks more about that person's character because their Mercury is how they think. And you want to connect that with their sixth house, not their third house, because their third house is what they say. And what they say doesn't always, synchronizes or, let me not say synchronize, doesn't always, um, what's that word that we use in astrology a lot? Okay, we could just say synchronize for now. I cannot retrieve that word right now from my subconscious. But it's so beautiful how the subconscious is, right? How we just know things and how it works with the conscious. Like it's like a big fucking library, and when we need a particular work, like Mercury is so awesome. We just bam, the subconscious. I just feel like my subconscious ain't working with my conscious right now, because like fuck, where is that word that is like synchronized, that but is not synchronized? It's more suitable for what I'm trying to say. Yeah, where is that? Fucking, but you're beautiful nonetheless. At least I remember how to talk. What I'm thinking is actually coming through my mouth. So you were working, you nonetheless. You're not perfect, but you're still working. Anyways, so it's like their third house, the third and the sixth house, they're Mercury ruled, but the third house is just what you say. And that's why they consider Gemini the zodiac liar, because the mouth. I remember my ex-husband, I will never forget, he said this to me: Moat cut, this is Creole, moat cut crossway, chat anything. It's pretty much to say the mouth will say anything, but it don't gotta be true. So pretty much don't believe what people say. So what you gonna believe then? Believe their actions, because then there's this saying: actions speak louder than words. Okay? But then again, it's not just the actions. You gotta, you gotta try to understand the reasons behind the actions, because somebody may act a certain way, do a certain thing, but try not to judge them based off of that. Try to understand how they got there and why they're doing that. So there's so many parts to psychology, and uh the emotions, the this is the psyche of the human being. Okay, one's psyche. Okay, so what was I saying now? So I feel like I lost myself. I'm gonna find myself back. Yeah, so the third house is what you say, which we know that you people don't think lies. Yeah, they think. That's when they lie, not just to people but themselves, and they lie to themselves to convince themselves that something is true, so it will come off more convincing to other people. That sounds like a sixth house in Gemini. I don't know, I'm just assuming that that would be that placement. I don't remember what type of liar they call that person. The type that is so fucking fucked up. They lie to even themselves. Yeah, and they lie on. I think this is the same type of liar who lies not just to others but to themselves. Um. Oh, the same type of liar who the same. I think I'm getting a download whenever what I'm saying that is like I'm disconnected from my subconscious. Like whenever it seems like my subconscious is disconnected from my conscious, I am actually getting a download into my subconscious, and so my subconscious kind of like disconnects from my conscious. So yeah, it seems as though I'm a bit confused. I think it's a gift that maybe people with ADHD got, or maybe it's another mental condition that's actually a gift. Anyways, so what was I saying? Um People who lie unnecessarily. I mean, like, they say there's never a reason to lie. Um okay, some people may beg to differ, but I mean, like, people who lie to themselves, I guess they're also the same people who lie for absolutely no purpose or reason. Like, if you get to the nitty gritty of the matter, like, there's really, really no reason why they lied. They are just into the habit of lying. And even if they're not gonna get into trouble, they're not gonna die. Nobody gonna get into trouble. Nobody gonna die. You know, if they tell the truth, they just still choose to tell a lie. I think they're tuned the same. Anyways, where was I? So the third house, this is what you pretty much how you communicate. The sixth house is, the psyche, the mentality, the thought behind how you communicate, or pretty much just your thought process. It's how you think. Okay, so you want to look at their Mercury along with their sixth house, along with their moon. And that's pretty much that for me tells more of a person's nature than their sun sign. Yeah. And that's why knowledge is power. And, it's important to study astrology, know about it. But the thing is, once something is just not your thing, it doesn't matter how hard you try to study, you will just not be able to grasp. It's like somebody who's not destined to study medicine and they still try to dabble in that field, and they just do a piss poor job at understanding the concepts and certain relations and certain concepts and certain things. And they're sometimes the ones who sell their crotches or their ass through med school, leave med school, passed as doctors. They're not doctors because they don't know shit. And they be killing people left, right, and fucking center. Or they buy their way, their family, their people, whoever, parents, whoever, siblings, whoever, buy their way through med school, and they leave, you know with certificates saying they are graduates, they've passed, and they don't know shit about saving people's lives. And they be killing people left, right, and center in these hospitals, at these clinics, at these doctors' offices, giving people shit that they shouldn't give them. And it's just a whole fucking mess. And it's just because it's not just the love of money, but it's the love of desires and lust. You feel me? Because for some people, giving them money doesn't really cut it. It's, give them your crotch and it cuts it. So it's not just the love of money that is the root of all evil. It's being weak to vanity and lust and desires. Your lusting and desires is the root of all fucking evil. How about that? Okay, so where was I going at? Okay, so yeah, about Cardi B. She's not a humble bitch. People will say things that they think people are gonna agree with, which I picked that up a lot in some of her conversations. Um, they will say things like they came from humble beginnings, they were poor, and so they teach their kid to not show off and, to be humble, blah, 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 because some of their kids may not have this, some other kids may not have this or that, because I think she said something like that in one of her in one of her live stream. But at the same time, she's doing exactly the same thing that she's telling her kid not to do. So, I mean, why the contradiction? You feel me? So pretty much I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. You're teaching your kid one thing, but you're doing a completely different thing. And that's why, kids tend to grow fucked up or, confused, a lot of times because their parents are telling them to act humble, or at least that's what they claim, and they're not humble. They themselves are not humble. They're boastful, they're show-offs, they're this and they're that. So, no, she's not humble. Okay, she's not humble. She's just saying what, she wants. She knows that people, want to hear, or what she knows. She's just saying what she knows people are gonna co-sign, and that's such a Libran thing to do. That's what Librans do. They're people pleasers, to some degree. Okay. I don't know her natal aspects because I never looked it up. So I don't know what her moon sign is, blah blah blah. But it doesn't matter what aspects a Libran has, it will always come down to the fact that they still have that quality in them where in which they are a people pleaser. It's something that I've noticed in Librans, in every Libra who I've met and come across. They're like a people pleaser. They like to go with the crowd or popular opinion. So, even if they have an air of rebellion to them, the greater part of them is still going to be an asker, which is similar. I mean, if you look up all the Libran celebrities, even if they create a little stir in the pot or, a little controversy, they in some way still try to say what they think the majority of people go with or agree with. And, they're not gonna do or say something that they know for a fact ain't safe. I think, she messes with Nicki Minaj a lot because she's never won a Grammy. And so she feels like, that's a weakness on Nicki Minaj's part. And it's just pretty much because of the record label she's affiliated with, the group she's affiliated with, and the people who they try to put up against her. Okay? That's pretty much it. On top of it, she's a female. And she's not doing it, and she's not doing what a lot of these other a lot of these females are doing. She's got this masculine energy to her, even though she acts somewhat feminine. She has this masculine energy to her, where in which she wants to be in control and she wants to feel like she's in control. Not just feel like she's in control, but also be in control of her career. Okay? So she's not the type of female who is going to allow, a misogynistic, sexist man in the industry to violate her, because that's what it would be, a violation, her sexually, so that she can acquire this or that. I feel like deeply, I do feel like she wants to work hard for what she has, or she wants to feel deserving or worthy of whatever she gets. And that's another reason too why she has not acquired a Grammy, because I believe Drake, he's gotten a Grammy or Grammys before, I'm not sure. But what I'm saying is, um it's a whole different ball game where she's concerned, because she's a female. And on top of that, okay, Drake, he did his initiation. Okay, he done did his initiation. Okay, and I'm not saying that she didn't have to do certain things to get to where she was or she is. Okay, I'm just saying she didn't do what they want her to do to get the Grammys. And she, being the Sag as she is, believes that, okay, she gonna put up a fight to the end, because that's what Sag, they love to do. They love to try to make shit on their own, and they love to prove that they can do it on their own, and they don't have to bow. They love to do that shit. And if they gotta kill somebody, they kill somebody, but they don't like to bow. They like when others bow to them, but they're not gonna bow. Okay? So the Librans, they like to play it safe. And they'll only come at you if they think you got a weak spot. And that's why, Cardi